Hi everyone, welcome to Josie's Creative Corner. We'll have a look at this week's kit. So first we have two 12 by 12s, 300 GSM white paper. We'll make our card bases from those. And then we have purple planks and some lavender. Second one is this beautiful design, one of my favorite pages, and this one. And the last one is fussy cutting if you want to, or you can use this side. In the kit you always get a A4 gold paper. What else we got in here? We've got our 2 sentiment sheets. We have gold letters, white letters, and a square frilly die. All these dies are available in store. If you can't find them, give us a hoy and we'll direct you. We have a bag full of flowers that you can color and shape, and our bag of, I call them gold frillies, they're not really, they're just gold leaves. And that's for it for our kit, and I have made 3 cards with her. Card number 1, a bit closer. Card number 2, and card number 3. Now I'll put on the process video so you'll see how I made them after this one, and you can follow along or just watch and make your own cards, but they came out very nicely. So everything is in your kit. The only thing that you need to get out of your stash will be your glitter. So it's quite glittery, if you can see. Excellent. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to color our flowers. Let's see. First one, I'll do my yellow. And just to save time, I'm going to do all the yellow on all my flowers instead of going from flower to flower. So I'll make sure I'm in there. Okay, so all I did was a little in the center, and then picked up my flower, and I did hopefully there's enough light. And I did to the back as well. You will see some of it, but not much. So if you don't do your backs, it's not gonna make much of a difference. I'll do the others. I'll do my centers on all of my other flowers. I'll be nice and quick. I'm using the StazOn colors because I would like my flowers to be very bright. Okay, then I'll finish off with my yellows. And the backs. Excellent. Then I'll move on to my purple. And again, I've picked a StazOn Iris. Again, I want my colors to be quite bright. So the purple and the blue are very close when we stamp them. So if you were to color them all one color, it will not matter. But I want mine to be different. That's my colored flower. I'll turn it over. I'll do a little bit on the back. And a few more. I'm only doing a few in camera. I'll do the rest off camera, and then I'll show you what I got out of my kit. Okay, purples, and the last one I'll do the blue. With the blue, I picked a nice bright blue. Again, a StazOn. And I've done the same thing, just on the backs. If you want to, you can be much more careful than what I am at coloring in. It is completely up to you how you color your flowers. And the last one. That's it. Okay, next I will get my greenery and I will color these in as well. So I'll only do a few again on the screen and I'll do the rest off screen. So I've got purple ones and I've got blue ones. So I'll do a couple of each. So with my blue, all I've done is done a very light blue over the whole area, and then I've done a couple of darker spots just here and there. Again with my blue, and then a couple of dark spots. Obviously once we put our flowers on top, you won't see as much. So I'll do purple next. I'll do a, move that out of the way, see if it focuses on here. And then my big one. Okay, last bits to touch up, and that's it. Okay, might as well finish them all up. I haven't colored the backs. You can okay, next one I'm gonna go for my green, and this one I have used a Vivid Chartreuse. Oops. And what I've done with this one is I've colored in the center quite heavily, the rest of the leaves very, very lightly, and then the tips heavier again. And that makes my flower. And we're gonna do that with all of them. Now you can paint on your mat or your paper. I'm finding it easier just to do it on my finger, that way I get those little areas a little bit darker. Okay. Couple more to go. And my tips. Okay, last one. Again, center of my leaves. And then the tips. Okay, and finally I'm going to put a little bit of brown, so I'll get my brown out, and in this one I've used a StazOn saddle. I will be using this very, very lightly. And on my vine, I'm just going to put a little bit of brown here and there. And then on the other vines. That's it for now. Let's shape them. So just remove everything from here. And we'll get right to shape. Actually, before we shape the flowers, while we have our inks out, we might want to do the stamens. So with my stamens, what I've done is I've taken off my ink pad, placed my stamen on there, and colored it. That way I will have the perfect color for, let me get it inside, for my flowers. So we'll do it again. A few at a time. Way, and we'll get our shaping tool in a minute, and we'll get shaping. So with my flowers, what I've done, I've just pressed in, then turn them over, and a big press, and I have my little flower. I'll do a couple more. Now you don't have to be very gentle with this, you can press in quite hard depending on your mats. You have a hard mat at the bottom and a softer one at the top, so I've got 2 layers of mats. Press it in, turn it over, and press. Okay, last one. Okay, and these are my flowers done. Now for my stamens, all I did is place a hole in the center, or as close to the center as possible. Now I have broken the first one and possibly the second one, but that's not a problem. So then I get my stamen, and I actually have made corresponding corresponding stamens, so that my flowers will have purple stamens for purple flowers. You can make them all yellow and they will look beautiful, or even leave them white. Get in there. There we go. That's our little flower done. Blue. And my yellow. Now my yellow, I did break it, so it's not gonna go through, but what I'll do is I'll slide it in, and then when it comes time to hot glue it, I'll just hot glue that inside, so it won't be an issue at all. I'll show you some others in a minute. First thing we're gonna do is shape some of these. So go a little bit out. There we go. So with this one I did the same thing, just follow the edges, and then in the center you can use a larger ball if you want to, and just get a bit more of a curve to it. And that is our vine. Now we'll do another little one, and then I'll do the others and show you what I have come up with. That one there. Might as well do last one. Beautiful. So I'll get rid of this and I'll show you what I have put aside for my cards. So this is what I got out of my kit. They're all shaped and all done. Let's go a little bit more out. Perfect. Okay, so got a few greeneries and all my flowers are shaped and ready to go. Now I haven't done all my stamens. Some of them are still white and I haven't colored them because I haven't decided what I want to make yet. So as you can see, between the greenery and the flowers, you will have plenty to go on. So let's get our first card done. So I have made my card base 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. I have my gold, which is 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Let's see if it should go out for a little while. There we go. Oops. Perfect. Next is my pattern paper. Again, you can use whichever side you like. I'm going to use this one today, and what I'm going to do is I'm getting my purple ink pad and I'm going to edge it. And pop it on there. And this one will be 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. Now if you don't like 1/8, go up to halves, 5 1/2, 5 3/4, and then 5 1/4, 5 1/2, and then 5 3/4. So there we go. And finally, this one will go on top. That. And I'm only going to glue the center down. I want the frilly bitsy to be nice and free, so it gives us some movement if needed. Yep. Okay. And then we'll bring our flowers in. Let's see how hot glue gun is going. Yep, hot glue gun is good. I'm going to place that one there, and I'm thinking that one there. You can break it up into smaller pieces if you want to, and it will give you a little bit more coverage. Okay, next we're going to put our flowers in. Let me get rid of some of those. I'm just putting the flowers where I think will look nice. And of course you can put as many or as little flowers as you want. Gonna make a little bud with this one, and all I did was turn it over, put some hot glue in here, and this you have to be careful you don't burn your fingers, and just hold it until that dries a little. And then we glue it down. Now, like a yellow one, I think. Yep. And I'll make another little bud. So again, my flower, I'll turn it inside out. And pop some glue on it. Hold it while it cools off slightly. And then pop it where you like. Might do a blue one. There we go. Get a purple one in there. I think that looks quite cute at the moment. And of course you can continue putting flowers around it if you want to. I'm going to stop there for now. I might put on later some more. And then I want this one, but I actually want, there we go, we have one with two little grapes, so I'm going to pop that there. Hold it down while it cools off. Okay, and down here, I might go with a yellow. So the next thing I have done is I have got my sentiment sheets, which are in your kit, and I have cut them little circles and make little lines. Now you can use just a normal everyday die and a normal everyday cutter. I have used my special dies. These dies fit perfectly over our sentiment sheets. Get the sentiment sheet out. You align the two corners in there and in there, and you put it through your die cutting machine, and you get beautiful straight strips. Same with the round one. Just get the round one out. Of course, these are in our shop, the Uniquely Creative Cut Apart Essential dies. That's our round one. Pop it on, and it goes through the die cutting machine. The last thing I did is I got a piece of paper, the back one, and I used another one of our dies, which is the number 9, and it comes with a whole heap of cute little embellished circles, and I've cut a couple of these. One of that and one of that. They're from the same paper, just back and front obviously, and I'm now thinking which one I want to use, so it can go either way. And we'll keep going with our cards. Let's finish decorating them. I'll finish these ones. Now this one I wanted to pop up a little. You can use foam tape. I'm just going to put a very big dollop of glue. I've got a line across mine, so I'm going to pop it there. I'll wait for a few seconds to dry. And I'll do the same with the sentiment. There, so it stands out, and then I will finish it off with a couple of flowers around it. Of course, we're going to need some leaves. Again, I will just tear them and add each leaf individually. I wouldn't mind placing some more flowers on top of these. I like my clusters to be quite large. Let's okay, I quite like how that's come out. Okay, so with this one, it's a little bit on the big side. Oops, I like these leaves. Look at these, they're gorgeous. I'm actually going to break them all up and put one at a time, or in this case two, because that's how they come. I'm just adding them here and there where I think it needs a pop of gold. gonna see that. This is when you need nice long nails, not short like mine. Cool. And then up here, again, this one is a nice one with leaves, so I'm gonna cut it up and start popping leaves around. Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of this one. Just cut the tip off. And because these flowers are so small, I am breaking up my gold. But you can put it all underneath at the start if you like. You just don't see much of it if you do that. I like how it looks. A couple more pieces. Actually, I have some of these left over, so I'm gonna add some more leaves in this one. Might actually put a gold one under there as well. There we go. Let's get started with card number 2. Okay, so this one I already stuck my card bases down. So card base, gold, same paper as the other one, just the other side of it, and then my gold letters and my white letters on top. And for this one, I might use the purple. Now, I don't want it too far out. I'm really good at putting too much outside my cards. So I will actually have it a little bit more in. So I'm gonna rip it apart again and see how we go. So I'll do the centerpiece first. And I put the centerpiece in here. This one I'm gonna put slightly under that little grape. There we go. And this one I'm going to stretch out. There. Then I should have some little ones, blue, and I'm going to break it apart again, and I'm going to add that one there, this one over here. Cool. Quite like how that's coming along. And then we add our flowers. Need my stamens to stay inside. And like a couple more yellows, I think. Really like these colors, they're coming along quite well. I'm gonna get a few of these ones. I'm gonna pop it in. Yes, that's the only downfall with hot glue, the amount of spiders you get. Just trying to think where I want more or less, or I quite like that one. Will be again like that, and then I'll finish decorating the bottom of it. Just waiting on my hot glue. Here we go. Okay, let's get started. So just give my sentiment strip a bit of shape. And then I will finish decorating it with a few more flowers. The color. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decorate this area here. So that my flowers will hide where the sentiment starts. We do have some more of these left over, so I'm going to break some of these leaves and pop them up there. looks. We'll need some gold swirls coming through it. Okay, oops. Let's see what we have left over. I'm gonna cut that one in half, a little bit less than half. I only want the tip to come out. So I cut them in thirds. And this one I'll do the same. Oops. There. What else we got? I mean, you could have stopped ages ago, but I might as well use up all my bits and pieces that I have. And same that one. I'm just going to pop down here. The black will look, the gold will look really, really nice in front of the black. There we go. Very sparkling. If you're a really good crafter, you can clean up these so that you don't see where it's cut. But once I put my glitter on, you won't see it too much. And that's what it looks like. Sorry. This one I have cut at 6 inch by 6 inch, and the papers are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I have already inked my edges and stuck it down on my card base. I have fussy cut all my fussy cut items, which are all in here, and I do want that window, but I want it to stand out a little bit. And then I'm thinking I have my grapes going behind it and in front, like that. I think that will look quite cute. So, first job is to make the window stand out. So see if this works. I'm gonna give it a big dollop of hot glue. So when I press it down, I'm not going to press it down, sorry, when I place it down very gently, it will stand away from the paper and still adhere. And obviously that will take a little while to dry, and while that's drying I will remove all this hot glue that's dried up, so we can get a nice clean working area. It's already starting to dry, so that's good. So how I want this. Let's see. I think I want it like that. So what I will do is I will glue the stem. Oops, need more hot glue. Okay, I'll glue the stem. Place that behind. Place them in front. Excellent. I do have some blue ones here, which I'm going to actually cut these ones. I'm not going to tear them. And I'm gonna clean them up so they look like quite good in case we see them. Place that one at the back. Yep. This one down here, and the last one, yep, right at the end. Excellent, and I'll put my flowers in next. I really do like the yellow ones, and I didn't make anywhere near as many yellows as I made of the other colors. I do apologize if you can hear the tractor in the background. I do live on a working farm, and they're working. I'm not picking certain colors at the moment. I'm just grabbing a color, thinking where it will look nice and popping it down. I'm still thinking about it. Okay, so just put a few flowers down. do a band. So just turn it inside out. Hot glue. Watch your fingers, it will burn. Hold it as it starts drying. It's not dry yet, but I'm going to place it down there and hopefully it will stay. And I might do a couple more. It's the same, hot glue. And yes, it is very, very hot. Excellent. I quite like the look of that. And just let all the hot glue, if you're using a hot glue, just let it dry and then pull it off. It comes off quite easily once it's dry. What else can we put on here? I do have quite a bit of fussy cutting, so we could go back to our fussy cuts and place our fussy cut products. A little bit on the big side. If I had a smaller one, possibly. But otherwise, we'll find something else to do with them. Okay, I'm gonna let them dry and I'll come back and finish the cards as soon as all this hot glue is dry and it won't fall apart on me. Okay, last one. We have some of these, which I think will look gorgeous there. And let's get some flowers. I have a mixture of with and without stamens, so I'm just grabbing the first one that I see. I do go back and forth in the cards and add flowers. I just want to make sure I have enough flowers to do all my cards instead of putting them all in one card. So if I have leftover flowers, I'll go back and add them to the others or make another one. So, let's see. Need some leaves. Oops, I didn't glue this one down. Okay, I'm gonna pop a little bit of glue down there. I'll pop. Okay, that will stay. I think a couple more little flowers. We'll leave it until it dries and then we'll remove all the spider webs. Okay, and what else do I need to do? Oh, my gold swirls. Okay, so my gold swirls. Yeah, they're not really swirls, they are leaves, gold leaves. Okay. Still need to clean them out. Beautiful. And we'll start layering them on it. Then this one I'm going to cut into pieces. I'm going to add at the back. Let's see what else we've got here. I like this one. Might need to pop a couple of flowers here. Seems a bit empty. There we go. Just the one will actually hide where that gold swirl started. And I'll take that one and pop it under there. And that looks fantastic. We'll need glitter, and that is finished. So I've glittered my cards off screen, and these are the finished products. And you can see, I hope you can see all the beautiful sparkly. So that was card number 2 actually. Card number 3. And card number 1. So that came out really, really nice. Now I have left a few products over. So I have most of these. Let's see if we can pull you out. There we go. I have most of this page left over because I only used that part there. I have half of that one left over because I used that one there and that one there. This way or that way, I'm not sure. There we go. So there will be another strip in the scraps. I have fussy cut my other page completely, but I only used the window. So next time I wouldn't fussy cut it. I will actually keep that because it's got some beautiful papers at the back. But these are it, and there is a big frame in that fussy cut page which will look fantastic on here, and just make a card like that. And then with our flowers and greenery, have quite a large number left over, and you could keep going and make some beautiful cards still. Lots and lots of sentiments left over. So that's it for today, and just last few of our 3 cards. Oops, up again. There we go. And we'll come back next week with another project. Bye.